If I asked you who's the greatest bodybuilder of all time, who comes to mind? Arnold Schwarzenegger? Jay Cutler? Ronnie Coleman? What about Gunter Schlierkamp? When I found out about this guy, I thought it was another Mandela effect because I figured somebody who could make Ronnie Coleman look small would be well known in the bodybuilding community. But I have basically never heard of this man. And I never knew that he had actually competed against Ronnie. And in fact, he actually beat Ronnie before. In his prime, he has beat Ronnie Coleman, but he has never won a Mr. Olympia. Now, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this guy should have won Mr. Olympia? Because I do, for sure. And look, he was competing against some of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. Now, if he was in a different time, I believe he would have absolutely dominated. He would have been like Ronnie Coleman or Arnold Schwarzenegger with just back-to-back Mr. Olympias. But what do you guys think? Up next, we have a bodybuilder by the name of Lee Priest. Now, this guy's physique is absolutely insane. He looks like a friggin' action figure. I mean, just look at his freaking calves. Bro, this guy, I don't know how this guy does not get talked about more. I only found out about him from a quick clip I saw on Instagram, and I had commented, who the hell is that guy? And somebody replied with Lee Priest. His physique is absolutely insane. And the one thing that catches my eye about his physique in particular is his abs. He probably has the best abs in all of bodybuilding. If you guys can think of a bodybuilder who has more symmetrical and just better looking abs than this guy, please comment below. Please let me know, because I think he takes the win, at least in that category. He didn't have that bubble gut that a lot of bodybuilders in his era did. And even Ronnie Coleman, one of the greats, he had that gut. He had that bubble gut. Now, Lee Priest actually beat Ronnie Coleman 5 times, but yet he has not won a single Mr. Olympia. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about his physique? Do you think he is right to make it on the list as one of the most underrated bodybuilders? And do you think he deserved at least one Mr. Olympia win? And last but not least, we have a Lebanese bodybuilder by the name of Samir Bannout. He actually did win one Mr. Olympia in 1983, but despite that, I never heard of this man. I only heard of him just because I one day got curious of who are all of the Mr. Olympia winners and was scrolling through, but he caught my eye. And it's because I feel like his physique is timeless, if that makes sense. You can look at some of the old bodybuilders and you can just tell like their physique, they just have like that classic physique look. And he maintains that, but he also has something about his physique where I feel like he could compete at any time. I mean, you can put him next to C-Bum, and I think he would just absolutely destroy C-Bum. You can put him in the Mr. Olympia category. You could put him in classic physique. I feel like you could put this guy anywhere, and he is going to take home a medal. Like, he's not a mass monster, I would consider that. He doesn't have like that, you know, that over-vascular, like veins on top of veins look. He has this very classic physique look while still maintaining mass, but not just like overly absurd mass that you're just trying to pack on mass everywhere you can, like today's Mr. Olympias. And it's just this combination. You know, the best way I can describe it is he looks like a combination between Frank Zane and Arnold Schwarzenegger, which in my opinion is probably the two best physiques in bodybuilding of all time. You take those two physiques, that classic lean aesthetic physique with Arnold's mass, and you combine them together, and this is what you get. You get Samir Bannout. So what do you guys think? Of all these three bodybuilders, who is your favorite? Who do you think would win if these guys all got on stage together? And also, who do you guys think is the most underrated bodybuilder of all time? Let me know.